Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Monday.
Welcome back from the weekend.
Yes.
Heather she's always working hard here at the station, but she's working a little extra hard today.
It is a busy morning for me, that's for sure. And I know all of you are going to have questions about the weather, which is fair. So we'll cover all of that. But if you have any specific questions, if you're traveling, especially later on in the week, we don't have just one winter storm we're worried about. It's going to be a very active pattern we're in. So if you want to look ahead towards the weekend, even though it's a few days out, we'll take a look at it. So pop that in little questions.
Yeah.
And then I know the East Coast is seeing some crazy weather too. So if you're over there, let us know how it's like, and hopefully everyone is staying safe. Anything else, Brendan?
I was going to say, just wait till you see that 7-day forecast. It's busy.
It is busy, yeah.
I know you mentioned, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, just you and Joe Joe Charlevoix, our chief meteorologist, leave notes for each other. Remember you saying you would write, it's a blah forecast. This was last week and the week before, I think, too, right?
Yeah.
And now not so much.
Yes.
Not so blah.
Even like a few days ago, I think maybe it was Wednesday or something, he was like, we're in a more active weather pattern. And we were talking the next 2 weeks even.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm like, it's not blah anymore. And when Trevor left me a note this weekend saying more active pattern, ! So that says if we're getting excited, it's because it's actually going to be pretty active.
Yep.
So
yeah. And we have a little weather quiz for you this morning.
Yes.
And we don't see a lot of ice in that video that you used. And actually, that was one of our stories this morning, talking about the lack of ice cover on the Great Lakes.
Yeah. And I was looking because I was genuinely interested compared to last week, since we were talking about it a little bit.
Yeah.
And the ice concentration map showed it was 1.42 ice cover.
Okay. So it's going up.
A little bit. We're almost 1.1, increase from where we're at.
Yeah.
But that's because we're finally cooler in the overnights. We're finally seeing those cooler temperatures.
Yep.
But Trevor Robideau did a good piece about that, and that will be on our website probably this morning. So if you guys want to see.
It's up right now, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So look into that if you're curious, genuinely. And we always talk about that, especially this time of year, that impacts our weather a lot as far as lake effect goes.
Yep.
So we'll get into that forecast in just a second. But first, what is the largest freshwater lake by surface area in the world? Is it Salt Lake, Mammoth Lake, or Lake Superior? We'll have that answer. And Brendan is on a streak, 1 for 1.
Got nervous this morning.
I think I'm going to write, give me a second, as I'm going to forget if I don't do this right now because we get busy.
She's going to hold us accountable.
I'm holding Brendan accountable.
Oh, just me. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. 1. Brendan, 1.
That paper might disappear.
I might put it somewhere else.
Where'd that paper go? I don't know.
Weird.
All right, I'll let you get into your weather stuff. Yeah.
Our big weather story, you guys, is the fact that we have a winter storm watch for all of northern Michigan, and then even the northern parts of the eastern Upper Peninsula into the western Upper Peninsula is under a winter weather advisory. So the winter storm watch, this is warranting us to call a weather warn day for tomorrow. So if you are going to be outside for any reason tomorrow, just know we're going to see quite a bit of snow. We're forecasting snow up to 6 to 10 inches, wind gusts up to 35. Some spots could see a little bit more than that, but 35 is kind of the magic number. And travel could be very difficult, especially if you're heading anywhere by the afternoon and the evening when we start to see that snowfall picking up. Visibility will be an issue, and slick roads also. Now, winter weather advisory is in effect for Schoolcraft and Luce counties for snow 5 to 8 inches and still the same gusty winds. So winter weather all around. And, I'll zoom out here just to show you. We got winter weather alerts across most of where the storm track is. You can see exactly where this low pressure system's tracking through downstate. But it's over Kansas right now. So that's why we're seeing all those alerts ahead of this. And I'll show you current radar and satellite. We are dealing with a little bit of some flurries this morning. So some roads are a bit slick, especially, Madison, our live reporter, was down driving to Manistee, and some of the roads were slick there too. So just about everywhere is seeing that, even though you can't see it on radar and satellite. You could see where our snow and rain and all of our active weather is hitting Kansas right now, into Nebraska and parts of even southern Minnesota, seeing some snow today. So this is what the next few hours will look like. We are going to see those flurries around into the afternoon, again, mainly in the northern lower. And this will continue into our evening. This is ahead of our system. So we'll start to see a little bit of snow overnight. And then as you're waking up early tomorrow morning, this is what we're going to see, especially on the eastern side of the map. It could be a little bit warmer where those greens and purples and pinks are, more of the pinks and greens. Could see more of a rain snow mix, but this snow will be heavy. So not only is visibility going to be an issue, but I think it's going to be pretty slushy once it hits the ground. There's a lot of water content in this snow. And that's what the National Weather Service, we've been asking them to give us more specifics as far as, water content of snow, because that helps people better plan if it's a heart attack snow, if you're going to be shoveling heavy or not. And today for tomorrow, looks like that's what we're going to see is pretty heavy snow. And on the eastern side, it could kind of transition to more of a rain snow mix by later part of our evening, but most of northern Michigan will stay in the snow zone. We'll call it that. And then we'll see it moving off the map, but we'll still see some of that on Wednesday morning. So the bulk of our snow is going to arrive later in the day on Tuesday. But from Tuesday morning into the afternoon, we'll see about 1 to 3 inches, and it'll start to slowly move north. And then by the evening through Wednesday morning, that's when we'll start to see quite a bit piling up, anywhere from half a foot up to a foot in some spots. Drummond Island, Mackinac Island, and the eastern upper peninsula could see a little bit more. And this is just a rough idea around these, give or take a few inches. Gaylord has a higher probability of seeing more than 8 inches of snow. It's forecasting 11, but I wouldn't be surprised if it just gets a little bit too wet and we might see more around 8 inches. And then about 5 in Bel Air, 6 in Traverse City, 8 in Cadillac. And then Oscoda, you can see where that line kind of gets a little bit warmer. Oscoda is only expecting maybe about 4 inches of snow because of the water content in this system. So here's a look at our 4-zone forecast highs today. We are going to deal with clouds around. It's going to be a rather overcast day ahead of the storm. Temperatures in the 20s and 30s, sitting below freezing in the eastern upper peninsula. We'll be flirting around freezing in the northern lower today with flurries around and cloudy skies. And then temperatures in the upper 30s over in parts of Antrim into Leelanau, Benzie, even Grand Traverse counties. 33 in Cadillac, some flurries around, mainly in the afternoon, evening. Tonight will cool off to the 20s in the eastern upper peninsula. We'll see mainly southeasterly winds this evening, and they'll start to pick up too. Cloudy skies in the northeastern, northern lower. If you're over there, we'll see cloudy skies on the other side too, with late snow arriving. So we'll start to see some of those early snow showers in our southern counties up through Grand Traverse and even Leelanau and Benzie. We have our weather warn day for tomorrow, so be weather aware if you're heading anywhere tomorrow. Heavy snow, wet, dense snow, and wind. And then Wednesday, we'll see those snow showers lingering a little bit into the day, and then we'll start to see a break. Another round of snow will make its way through Thursday with another clipper moving in. We'll see more snow showers, maybe even some wind on Friday with lake effect. And then this weekend looks active too with those cooler temperatures around. So snow lovers, we're doing our happy snow dance. And I think it's going to be pretty good going forward, at least for the next week or so, as far as snow chances go. I know if you guys have to work outside, it's not great, but I know the snowplow drivers and probably all of those people are excited, and snowmobilers alike. So.
And we know a lot of preparations are happening now with road commissions across northern Michigan and private companies, plow driveways and parking lots and things.
Yes.
A lot of people watching.
I gave such a lead time on this that I'm glad it's kind of panning out to what I was originally thinking.
Yeah.
So we've been looking at this for 7 days, and it looks like it's, pretty much agreeing with what we were thinking. So we've got quite a lead time on it.
Yep. Yeah. When your forecast verifies as a meteorologist, I imagine. Yeah.
Especially here, I look out the window and I'm like, this weekend, I was like looking at Nate and I said, I was right. This Sunday, I said, I was right. So it's nice, especially when all models are different and you never know, especially with the storm tracks this year, especially with El Nino.
Sure.
So yeah, it is a good feeling, but also I'm happy just as a skier that we're finally seeing some snow too.
Oh yeah, a lot of reasons to be excited.
I'm excited for many reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the drive into work in the morning, but I could deal with that for the trade-off.
I was going to say, yeah, we have to deal with the road conditions. We know that road commissions will be doing their best to keep up. And we know we have extra people watching today, which I imagine correlates there with the weather. And we do want to let you know on the morning show side, in case you're new to this digital studio situation, we have a morning show from 4:30 to 7 a.m. on the NBC station here in Northern Michigan. And if you want to watch and you're not in Northern Michigan, upnorth5.com/watch is a place you can go.
Or you could always go to our website in the weather tab. We always clip our latest weather on there. So if you want, real forecasting data from meteorologists right here, I write that, Joe writes it, and Trevor does. So it's accurate information for us right here.
Well, of course, follow school closings and road conditions, all those things on morning shows.
We will definitely be on that tomorrow morning for sure.
All right, we have our friends watching from various places. And then before we get in the comments, I was reading through and some people wanted to know, well, how much snow am I going to get? Please include your location because that'll definitely help. There are a few people who wanted to know the snow totals, which is fine. But if you can just let Heather know.
Yes, because it will vary really dependent on the map. So,
So, and then I know some people ask questions before you get to that snow graphic. So maybe, anyway, we want to answer your questions, but just
we know
make sure.
Everyone is eager ahead of the storm. I know. I get it. Even myself included. And I'm the one that can look at it also.
Exactly. Yeah, just let us know where you're watching from.
Yeah.
So, all right, you got Christopher. We know where he is. He's in Farmington Hills. It's 34 and cloudy. We got Paul watching from Rogers City. Susan Lash Sims watching again from cloudy Kalkaska. It's 28 degrees where she is. Got Tom. He's back in Traverse City. Glad you're back safe and sound, Tom. He's saying he's anxiously awaiting the storm. Time to get to the grocery store and stock up. I know when I was doing reporting out in the field, especially in Pennsylvania, which by the way, so I wasn't in Erie. I was not in Erie, which I know gets a lot of lake effect. I was more in central PA. Didn't get the lake effect.
Yeah.
So whenever there was a big snow system, it wasn't very often, but when it happened, we'd go to the grocery stores and do stories there and just
see like the bread aisles wiped out.
It's like, come to Northern Michigan sometime. This is what we deal with.
I know. And I really want to put in an order for groceries tomorrow, but I'm afraid that everyone else is going to want to get groceries tomorrow with it. So I'm just like, maybe just wait. I don't know.
Or today.
Yeah, I don't want to actually physically go to the store though, Brendan.
You don't want to?
No. Everyone's going to be there.
I like grocery shopping.
I do, but I also don't. I love that the pickup orders at Meijer are free if you spend $35.
Oh, really?
So I can meal plan easier once I'm in the app and I'm like, okay, that's one dinner. That's breakfast. That's, so I can compartmentalize my grocery list. I know this is not what you guys want to hear right now. We'll continue with weather, but that's my thought process on grocery shopping.
Hey, I know a lot of people take advantage of that. I like to go and touch the product and see if it's in good shape. Anyway,
I like to with produce, like certain produces, but if it can save me a whole hour of stopping at the store and it's like a 10-minute pick up and go, I like that because then I can get to my nap in the rest of my day.
I understand. I see what you mean. All right, we'll go down to Susie Q's comment here. Looking great, Brendan and Heather. Love your black dress, Heather, she says.
Thank you. It's a little bit navy. I know it's probably hard to tell on our cameras here, but it is navy. But thank you.
Yeah. She's going cross-country skiing today.
Ooh, perfect day to do that.
Bring on the snow, she says. Hope you both had a great weekend. I did.
We had a good weekend, both of us, separately.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Sounds like Susie Q had a nice weekend as well. Got Joel saying good morning from the Pleasanton Patriots pub, 31 degrees, a little bit of snow over the weekend. He's hanging drywall today.
That's nice that you're indoors.
No cutting wood today.
Yes.
No chopping wood. Gail watching. Good morning to you. Terry, good morning. Christopher guessing Lake Superior for the weather quiz. We will see some snow tomorrow. This is Christopher. And then it turns to rain where he is in Farmington Hills. We got Terry asking how much snow on Wednesday. Let me see if Terry was still watching, if she said where she is. Terry,
you got to help me out.
Terry, let's see.
I can give you a value, but it probably won't be right.
I don't see. And if you see Terry's comment, let me know. But I don't see if she commented again. Larry wants to know how much snow altogether by Sunday. Let me see if Larry gave his location.
Altogether, that's a lot. Yeah.
I don't see either one of those people giving their location. So,
also, this particular snow model that we use, at least the one I'm using this morning, is only within the next 72 hours. If I pull out, again, this is a total throwing it at the wall, sticking situation. If I give you a number from accumulation from today through Sunday, that's a lot. And it will probably be wrong. I'm just going to say that now. So for the benefit of everybody involved, we're just going to talk about immediate snowfall right now, and then we'll deal with the next system when it comes a little bit closer.
We're here every weekday at 8:35, so please come back.
I would love to give it to you when we're closer. I just want to be correct and accurate.
Yeah.
So
fair enough.
Yeah.
We appreciate accuracy. Yeah. Seth is saying good morning from cloudy Petoskey. Sue, this is something that Heather can answer. Any snow coming to Alpena?
A little bit. So let's see, I'm gonna load right here. So
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. They are kind of on the edge though. So 10 inches it could be a little bit more than what we end up seeing. Just it kind of depends on the rain snow transition line with the system. Because as you see here, Stormcast, see the line, like Alpena's on this weird happy line of maybe freezing rain, maybe more snow. So I'm kind of overestimating a little bit there, just given the models. And again, it could be a little bit wet, but anywhere from, I think 8 inches is probably a safe bet, but this is a little bit more, sitting at 10. So yeah, quite a bit of snow.
Yeah.
If you want to go snowmobiling, it's probably not the worst time to do it.
Got our friend and coworker Trevor Drew saying good morning. Hi, Trev.
Morning, Trevor.
Paula saying good morning from Boyne Falls. Cloudy and waiting for snow. Susan Last Sims guessing C, Lake Superior. Jackie's guessing the same thing. She's reporting 28 degrees in Kalkaska. Her deck is fully covered with snow right now.
Yeah, we saw quite a bit of some flurries this morning, a little snow showers that wasn't really expecting, and it wasn't even showing up on radar. Okay. So it was just light enough to fall and accumulate in those areas. And even our camera behind us at the studio, we saw quite a bit of snow early this morning. So roads could be a bit slick if you guys are heading anywhere.
Susie Q is guessing Lake Superior. Paula, Lake Superior with 4 exclamation marks.
Ooh,
she's excited about Lake Superior. My mom's watching. Hey, Mom.
Hi, Christine.
She's in Port Huron. Yesterday, she and Benji went for a long walk, and then he had to have a bath. I bet it was wet. It's just been wet, especially in Port Huron, just for a long time. It hasn't had a chance to dry out. Yeah, dreary, and then his little paws get dirty.
Now it's going to be wet again.
Yeah. More moisture on the way. And she loves starting her day with Brendan and Heather.
Oh, Christine.
We love that,
appreciate
Mom.
that.
Joel's guessing Lake Superior. Doug is watching from Epafet, 21 and cloudy. Looking forward to the snow like many are. Have a great day and everyone be safe the next few days. His guess is Lake Superior. Yvonne is watching from Arizona. Hi, Yvonne.
I think she commented on our picture, our ski picture, Maya and I.
Oh, did she?
Saying that she loves seeing the news people in snow when she's in Arizona. You know what? That's nice. Yeah. It's probably nice and warm there.
I imagine, yeah. We got Susie Q. This is to Christopher that she probably has 4 inches of snow right now. David's watching from Baltimore, or as I was telling Heather earlier, Baltimore, as some people say. Looks like we are getting the same system, but our side is going to be rain. It'll be heavy tomorrow night and very windy. We have a flood watch in effect. Hopefully next week we can get some snow with the southern track and colder air in place. David was in northern Michigan not too long ago, but now back in Baltimore.
Back where the rain is.
Frank's watching again this morning. He was watching at 6:20 this morning.
Gibbs' friend.
Saying hi, Heather, Gib, and Brendan. 31 in honor. Roads are okay. Oh, Washington by 7. Our question of the day was regarding the Michigan-Washington Huskies.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
There's football tonight.
There's a football game tonight, in case you didn't hear.
Yes. And I love watching Michigan play. I just have to go to bed. I'll have to figure it out once I wake up in the morning, and it'll be a surprise for me. But I wish I could stay up late and watch it in real time.
Starts at what, 8?
7.
Oh, 7. Yeah,
but
that's
football
a little
games
late.
take forever. It could be overtime situation, especially with college. It always takes longer than you think, especially a championship game when you got 2 of the top teams playing.
Yeah, if you say so. Timeouts and things.
Yes.
Yeah.
That.
Joel says, go blue, all in caps.
Yes.
Marilyn says,
we're
let
rooting
it.
for him.
Oh, go ahead.
We're rooting for him. Yeah.
Yeah, some people are, some people are not.
I guess I'm kind of wearing Michigan blue today. This was more because of snow and blue and things, but Michigan blue.
I really have no, and here I was born and raised in Michigan. I really have no allegiance to a team. Go Valpo.
Yeah, see, that's the
Northwest
thing
Indiana.
is when you go to a different school, I feel like it's a little different.
I like U of M's campus, but I like state's colors.
Yeah.
Not that anybody
also,
asked.
Valpo's football team has just never been good ever since I went there. So it's just hard to root for them. Like I do, but I just know the reality of.
Yeah. Got Maryland.
A smaller team.
I've talked way too much about sports today. I don't know what's happening to me. We will say hi to Maryland. Let it snow. Go Blues, what she says. Lori talking about the fact we're way behind on snow. Everyone remember to slow down when driving. Great advice, Lori.
Yes, that's a very good reminder.
Mark is saying good morning from Zephyr Hills. He's down in Florida right now. And Susie Q, I saw you shared this post. Her daughter's Tequamanon dog sled race was canceled, no snow, but now they will get lots. Businesses will be able to get busy again with skiing and snowmobiles. So happy for the resorts and restaurants. You bring up a great point, Susie Q. I know a lot of businesses rely on the snowfall.
Yeah, and we heard even before the winter started, certain places, especially Wexford County, where there used to be a lot more snowmobiling, having to close their doors for the winter because they just don't have the snowmobiling like they used to. So it's hard to hear that, but it's kind of just part of what we're dealing with across most of the United States. So even back home in Idaho, where we get a bunch of snow, my family hasn't really been able to ski because we haven't had enough snow.
We got Pat watching from Fenton. Good morning to you, Pat. We have Jackie asking, Heather, I don't know how to use the app. Could we have a class on that?
Which app?
Maybe our mobile app.
Oh,
maybe.
Perhaps. We could do a little class if you want.
Just, do you need it in person, Jackie? Do you want to go get lunch? No. Heather can show you in person.
Over some breadsticks and soup, baby.
Yum, yum, yum. But no, if you have any questions, just you can reach out. Be more than happy to help. Christopher says, well, since I can't drive, I use Instacart for food delivery. Makes sense.
Yes.
Jeff, how much snow for Interlaken the next 2 days?
Interlaken next 2 days. Let's see. Loading here. I'd say a good half a foot. It's a good safe bet.
Yep.
Locally higher amounts will be possible with this system, but I think 6 is a good estimate there.
Okay.
So
Susie Q saying, I loved it during COVID. Heather, I don't blame you for ordering groceries. Anything to help out with time.
I loved it during COVID too. I was using it well before COVID. And then I really used it during COVID. And then I stopped and then I got back on it again.
Yeah. Sue goes, agree. How do I add your app? So depending on if you have iPhone or Android, you can go into your app store. Is it Google Drive or Google Play or something for the droids?
The Play Store.
Play Store.
Yeah.
You just search for Up North Live, then you can download it for free there.
Up North Live, and then we have our weather one that I think it's just WPBN. Maybe Up North Live Storm Team Weather app. If you just search Up North Live, one word, Storm Team Weather, our weather app will come up. And then it comes up a little like a Storm Team logo and things. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it'll come up with the actual weather for your location. If your location is set, make sure it's on your location. It'll say it at the top. Its default is Traverse City. So if you're looking at this, you're like, Kalkaska's colder, you're probably right. So you can change that at the top, but you can scroll down and see our whole 7-day live radar down at the bottom. And then the nice thing about this one is it has hourly. So if you want to scroll through and see hour by hour when we'll start to see snow, it's a good one. And then you can go to daily and you can go to the map. So It's a good resource, and the map overlays our weather alerts. So right now it shows the winter storm watch on the app on the phone. So you'll be able to see for your location too, which winter weather storm or advisory you're under. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, we can revisit. But.
Christopher is saying anywhere from 1 to, I guess, 5 inches for Farmington Hills. David saying when snow's in the forecast in Baltimore about 1 to 2 days beforehand, there's hardly any bread or milk on the shelves. And during the event, the news stations have team coverage at various locations and the viewing hours are extended.
Oh, interesting.
Yvonne is saying it's 44 in Arizona. Not quite sure how to pronounce that lake's name, but anyway, Yvonne's in Arizona. Christopher didn't know that your dress was navy blue. Looks black to him, but he's colorblind, he says, but it's a very nice dress, Heather.
Thank you.
He's saying hail to the victors, go blue. And Kathy, good morning. Hope to get some bread baked. Homemade bread. That sounds good.
Ooh, yum.
And it looks like we're all caught up in comments here. So Heather, if you want to reveal the answer, please.
Yes, we shall. Lake Superior is the largest by surface area in the world. That's why it's superior.
Maybe responsible for some lake effect snow the next few days?
Perhaps responsible for most of the lake effect we've been seeing, really. It has been Lake Superior, so. All
right, well, we're past 9 o'clock. We haven't heard from Gib this morning. Anything, Gib, from your office? Huh, I guess just
from
going through
his
the rundowns.
office. I guess he's working back there.
Oh, we got a comment here from Cynthia from the shores of Lake Erie, watching from Cleveland.
Cleveland?
Hi, Cynthia.
Wow. Hello. Another Great Lakes state.
No snow, apparently, where Cynthia is. Go blue, Michigan, my former home, hoping for lots of snow up north for skiing and resorts.
Me too. I'm doing my snow dance, and I think it's working. Got decent conditions this weekend, and we're looking ahead to next weekend.
Whatever
I'm already
you're doing,
planning.
Heather.
I'm already planning.
Right. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Christopher, 1 for 1. Susan Lash Sims, 1 for 1. And Susie Q, 1 for 1. So that'll wrap things up for a Monday.
Yes.
Hopefully you got your questions answered. We'll be back tomorrow at 8:35.
Yes. And as always, if you want an updated forecast, especially with the newest model runs coming in, tune in to 5 or 6 o'clock with Chief Meteorologist Joe Charleboy. He'll have more on that forecast for you.
You'll be here.
Yes. Have a good morning, everyone.
Bye-bye.